4:30, I think. We're up early. We've been packing for weeks, and Kai's been working on his car for weeks, and he's just waving to the moon. And now it's time to start the trek from Mount Martha up to the Goldie. Let's fire up, Kai. In the car, ready to go. It's 0400 hours. What's the O stand for?
Oh my god, it's early. There's just one.
First of many fuel stops, Kai. Well done to Petrol Spy. Cheap fuel in Wodonga. Got our playlist happening.
194.
How you going?
Rather than, I'm good.
Comfy?
Okay. I'm excited to drive again.
And you drama.
I wish I had a better excuse, like I can't even let you go.
Tell us what's going on. What's happened?
Quite a bit. Started overheating through the hill country in New South Wales, and basically started overheating and pulled over on the side of the road, started seeing steam, got no water. The water that's left is muddy. NRMA came out, said that possibly...
It's RACV membership.
Yeah, RACV membership.
We've been members for 2 days.
$20 a month, and we've probably received about $1,000 in benefits already. Anyway, NRMA came out and he goes that he gave us the worst news possible, said that it could be taking 2 weeks to get anyone, the only person to do it that would do it in 2 weeks. Had to get a tow truck, and it would be a head and a head gasket. And that was just because I knew what was involved in that. I knew how long that would take, and that would be a huge, like that would just be the trip over. Anyway, Dad made a call to the same guy, and he said that his son will come look at it tomorrow and possibly start looking at, like, we'll start doing tests on it, see if it needs a head thing. If not, if best case scenario, we could do a test tonight, look at the water, and we could be on the road again. Or worst case, we'll be here for about 2 or 3 days, maybe getting it ready with us on tools.
I was busy thinking about boys.
Alright, Guy. This wasn't in the brochures, was it? Alright, so, a little bit of an update.
Big update.
Big update. So, the car broke down. You know that bit already. It overheated. Didn't break down, it overheated. And so we pulled over for the safety of the vehicle. I think that's still technically a breakdown though.
No, it's not.
Anyway.
No, we are abnormal numbers told us to stop.
Yes, okay, alright. For the safety of all those involved in the vehicle, we stopped. Anyway, all that to say, we're in sunny, freezing cold Goulburn. I think Goulburn, we're going to get to know a bit more of Goulburn than what we're going to get to know a bit more of Goulburn than what we'd like to, I think, over the next few days. Anyway, all that to say, we've found ourselves in Goulburn. Here we are.
Hello.
And there is some big event on in Goulburn, so there's literally no accommodation.
Well, there's two things. There's an event for Ford T models, and there's the Collingwood game in Sydney. People are driving there, which the game is currently on, and then when it finishes, they're driving all the way back to Goulburn to then Collingwood supporters to then get back to Melbourne, so they're halfway stopover, so then they can be back at work on Monday.
I freaking hate Collingwood supporters. Anyway, because of them, there's no accommodation. There's literally no accommodation in Goulburn. So we have managed to get the last room at possibly the dodgiest place you've been. This actually could be...
You didn't see the other one.
This actually could be the last video. If someone finds this phone and we die tonight, it's because we're in some dodgy place in Goulburn and some axe murderer chopped our heads off. Anyway, or a giant cockroach ate me. One of the two, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, we'll come back to you with progress on that. But that's where we find ourselves. Now, what's good news is we've found a guy who despite what the NRMA guy said and said this car's not going to do anything for the next 2 weeks.
Well, no, they won't even look at it for 2 weeks.
Won't look at it for 2
And
weeks.
then it's going to take...
God went ahead of us, and we found a guy who really loves Fraser Island, who's been there recently and felt the pain of our situation.
And he went on his L's.
And he also went on his L's just recently. So his dad owns a mechanic shop, and he is coming in on a Sunday tomorrow to help us get this sucker going, and we'll do a test. We think it's a head gasket,
Which means
which means we've got to take the head off. Anyway, rightly or wrongly, I said that Kai's all over it and he'll be able to do the work. So we're going to be YouTubing tonight to suss out how the hell to put a head off. I have done it once before on my Toyota Hiace.
That's one thing.
Anyway, and that Hiace then broke down after that. So anyway, minor details. Anyway,
Back to you.
we're hoping that this is a very successful mission. We're hoping not to find as much in Goulburn as we don't want to discover all the corners of Goulburn. We're hoping that we get out of here. The guy said, look, absolute best case scenario, we're driving out the door Monday afternoon. But he's saying worst case Tuesday, which I find hard to believe, but I'm going to go with him. So either way, we're hoping to not be here too long. But we are here, and we're here already longer than we'd like to be. But we're okay. We're happy. We're making the most of it. We're going to have a great solid car at the end of this, and we'll be pulling Milton out of the sand. All right? All right.
That's a long... That's already hero.
All right. See ya. So Kai, since our last little entry, things went a little bit south. We rocked up at the hotel.
Yes.
We rocked up the hotel.
Just to add to the story, that's right, yeah.
And they double booked us. So we rocked up and they said, sorry, we've double booked. We just took another booking, and even though you'd put your room, even though you'd paid for it or put your credit card down, we accidentally gave it to someone else, and now they've got it and not you.
Didn't even care.
We said, all right, fine, where else can we go? They gave us a number. Short story, we spent an hour ringing every hotel in Goulburn. No one had a place. We rung caravan parks. I rung a youth shelter. I rung a church to see if they would have a house. Someone would have a room for us. Kai somehow weaved his magic and spoke to a lady at a hotel who said, I feel really bad for you.
He owns a hotel. They have a little like a motel thing with just a couple rooms. Probably some shaggy place. Anyway, but I talked to her. I was like, any chance you got any room? She's like, I don't. I'm bugger. Thank you. No. Don't leave. I don't. Just tell me a bit about yourself. I feel really bad. If you know, if everything's well, like I've got a spare bed.
It's got a spare bed. So we are currently walking to lovely Anne-Marie, who is an angel, and she's going to let us sleep in her spare room at her home tonight. So, wow.
Cool.
Amazing. It is freezing cold tonight. It's freezing cold tonight. The reason Goulburn's so friggin' booked out is that all the bloody Collingwood supporters have driven up to Sydney today to watch the game, and then apparently after the game they drive back
to here
and stay in Goulburn. So I am delighted to see that Collingwood lost tonight. Delighted.
By 1 point though.
By 1 point. I don't care how many points. They lost. They lost. They're losers. What they are is losers. They're a bunch of losers. Anyway, we are winners and we're staying with Anne-Marie. So,
peace out.
Signing out.
I was busy dreaming about boys.
Every cloud has a silver lining. We just haven't figured out where this one is. But we're leaving Kai's patrol here in Goulburn, and basically the issues are too big to fix within the time frame that we want to fix it. But to our thank you Jesus for the Land Cruiser Prado that we've been able to rent for a couple of weeks. So at least we've got a car and we can go get with the family. And Kai's not feeling amazing about that, eh, buddy? Nah, it's tough news.
The hands don't look like this when for nothing.
Yeah, you've worked hard. You've worked incredibly hard to get it to this point. I'm super proud of you, mate. Everyone's so impressed with your workmanship. And there's just a bit more to go to get this thing up to where it needs to be. But it's going to be a rock solid beast by the end of this, in the next 2 weeks, one way or another. We just got to figure out, are we putting a whole new donk in it, or are we putting a rebuild, or are we putting a head? We just got to figure all that out. So anyway, that's about it from now. We're going to jump in this car, go get our stuff from the hotel, check out, and start driving to Queensland. So there's the silver lining. We get to go see the girls tonight. All right. Oh, hello. That's a big bright one. How are we doing, Kai?
Yeah, we are 110k on the Pacific Highway. It is 7:30. We're in the good old Toyota. And yeah, so no, we're on our way. We should get there at about 1 a.m. Going to stop over for dinner at about in Coffs Harbour, so maybe an hour or so. Yeah, we're doing alright. So at least we're on the road.
How you feeling?
Mixed emotions. It's been a big roller coaster of emotions the past 24 hours or so. Yeah, think of it as the Batman drop on the at the Gold Coast amusement parks.
Up, and then a quick down.
Quick down.
And then you go for another ride and have an up, and then a quick down again.
Yep.
Well, we're on the road. We're cruising. We're putting miles under our belt, and we'll be there tonight with our family enjoying holidays. So that's a good outcome. Well, we made it. We made it. Here we are. Kalani, hello. Hola. We're staying at a beautiful little cabin Mildy and Peter own on this beautiful farm that they also own. Gorgeous.
You're the only one I can see every time, every day, every night, every second of my life.
Kalani, I want it back into your shoulder. Back in your shoulder, get your head down here. Push out, Chili.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried.
Wow, she's into it.
Step back. Step back off my property.
On the sand, Kai's first drive on the sand, rocking the Prado. Oh, look at these dudes. That looks like hard work. You know you can drive, guys. How are we, ladies? Having fun?
Yeah.
Oh, you're back there too. Oh, look at those beautiful girls. Oh, geez, beautiful girls.
You're the only one I can see every time, every day, every night, every second of my life. 'Cause I want you all the time. You're the only one I don't see anytime, every day, every night, every second of my life. 'Cause I want you to be mine.
Departure. There's hugs, there's prayers, there's see you laters. Bye, Felicia. Bye bye. Alright. Alright. Kai behind the wheel, tyres are down. Watch Kai, watch Joel running into the car. And where are we going, Kai?
Fraser Island, here we come.
Fraser. Psyched?
Psyched out of our mind.
Look at the procession. Long weekend. Rolling on to Fraser Island. Yeah, the boys. Go good on.
Come on, Fraser.
We're on Fraser, and we're up. What are you?
What am I?
Psyched.
Oh, psyched out of our mind. That's awesome.
Pretty stoked.
It's gonna be sick. So good. Driving up the east side now. On our way to our first campground and set up camp and chill out. Just enjoy what the island has to offer for the next 4 days.
Arriving at the first campsite.
Possibly.
Maybe. We're doing a recce. Oh, that's pretty nice. That would be sick. Oh, excuse you. Yeah, it's a great little spot. That would be sick. Maybe just go behind guns. Heading to Lake Mackenzie, one of the bucket list items of Fraser. Scouting for a new campsite for the next 2 nights. Not sure if there's any crocodiles in there. Apparently there might be. So maybe we'll see. This may or may not be the spot. deep.
Charlotte, go. This could go horribly wrong, or in my case, horribly right. I'm videoing, I'm ready. I don't know if this is a good idea. Just not too fast, not too fast. Slow, slow.
Right, we're going.
Now we've decided to come home a day early. It's a bit cloudy and we feel like we've seen all the sights. We got fully attacked by midgies last night, so we were bugging out of camp and packing it up at 6 or 7 this morning, and now we're just cruising back to Eurong, is it? Eurong? We'll grab a coffee and get rid of some rubbish, and it's only 9 o'clock, so positioned well to get back to the coast, have an extra day on the coast, get the jet skis out, surfboards out, have some fun, and
Contact with my people in Goulburn.
exactly, find out where the head and the pistons are and make sure they're all where they should be. Hopefully they arrive for today. I guess end of the world, it's not the end of the world rather if they don't, it just means they're up here a bit longer, but hopefully they arrive today and we can be on track to get home Sunday, Monday latest. Cool. Alright. The adventure continues. Time to jet ski it up. Lani having her first go of a jet ski. I think you've got the hang of it. I think you've got the hang of it. Alright, on our way home. It's been an amazing trip, hasn't it, Kai?
Yeah, definitely.
Just loved it. We left about an hour ago. We're just taking a little bit of a detour because Kai's never been to Byron Bay, or not at an age that he remembers. So we're going to go have a little bit of brekkie there. It's a bit of a grey old day. The patrol is getting fixed. We had another little setback with that where the guys couldn't get working on it because it's just absolutely raining cats and dogs down in Goulburn. So we got it towed. We suggested we tow it somewhere where they can stay dry. So they found a place to stay dry. Got it towed there last night, and now that it's undercover, hopefully we're going to be working 10 to the dozen, maybe even have it ready by the end of today. We're driving right now to Lake Macquarie, where our mate Hazy lives, and so we'll be able to see him, break up the trip, have a sleep there, and then if all goes well, drive tomorrow to Goulburn and pick the car up and cruise on. So staying in Goulburn for as little time as possible, because Goulburn's not our friend. Anyway, but you've had a good time, Kai?
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been great.
Highlights of the trip?
Lots. Fraser, Noosa, lots to, the car being ready and the story in that, and Gold Coast has been awesome, and then just time spent with the boys and then time spent with the girls. It's just been an awesome mix of people. So it's been really good. It's been combination.
So cool. Yeah, and I've loved hanging out with you, mate. It's been awesome just being together. So very cool. All right, peace out. We'll see you probably next in Lake Macquarie.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart and our dreams, and they are made out of.
Alright, we're nearly in blessed Goulburn. 20 k's out of Goulburn. So we are crossing our fingers that when we get to old mates in a minute, he's well progressed and progressed enough to only be a few hours off leaving again. How are you feeling, Kai?
Nervous.
Nervous, yeah, I can relate to that. Nervous.
You shouldn't feel nervous. It's not your car.
I feel a bit nervous because I want to get out of Goulburn. But yeah, hopefully he's done a great job and he's progressed really well and we get there. Excited to get your new car, Kyle, once it's all in?
I'm super excited, but it's masked by my just nerves at the moment. I'm just really nervous to see what's happened to it, how they're going, what level they've done it to, like just all the signs that I'll be able to see. But yeah, I'm excited to start it up and drive away in it. That'll be the most rewarding feeling ever because this holiday's been the most roller coaster of emotions I've ever experienced. And we're saying to Mum, it's tested our patience, and this holiday's tested our patience, but also really helped our problem solving skills in critical situations and to push further than what you normally would.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got ourselves out of a few pickles that way by not saying no. Yeah, well, here we go. We'll soon see. We'll video where they're at once we get there in 20 minutes. Cross your fingers. Well, we've got a ways to go. Kai, 3:05 in the morning. It's party time in Goulburn. We're hoping that this bastard starts up.
Find their way into my day-to-day scene. I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between.
Sometimes you drove this road, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. It's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey, now and when I